Have you ever looked at someone you used to like and thought, wow, was I under a spell? Like seriously, the person wasn't even your type, didn't treat you right, and yet you were convinced they were the one. If that sounds familiar, congratulations, you're human. Today, we're talking about why we fall for the wrong people. And trust me, the answer isn't as simple as because we're dumb. There's so much going on inside our brains and hearts that sometimes we don't even realize it. So let's start with the painful truth. We don't fall for people who are good for us. We fall for people who make us feel something, anything, even if that something is stress, confusion, and emotional dizziness. Think about your last crush. You knew they were trouble. Your brain popped up like a GPS and said, recalculating route, turn around. But your heart was like, chill, I like the danger. And boom, you were hooked. Why? Well, here comes reason number one. We chase familiar feelings, not healthy love. Sometimes we choose people who feel like home, even if home wasn't the healthiest place. If you grew up around shouting, distance, or ignoring feelings, then a person who gives mixed signals might weirdly feel comfortable. It's like picking your favorite childhood snack. Sure, it tastes good, but it's awful for your stomach. That's how familiar emotional patterns work. We pick what we know, not what we need. Reason two, we fall for potential, not reality. Oh, this one deserves an award. You meet someone, and instead of loving who they are, you love who they could be. They're emotionally unavailable. It's okay, they'll open up one day. They never text first. Don't worry, they're just shy. They treat you like an option. Once they realize how amazing I am, everything will change. Before you know it, you're not dating a person, you're dating your imagination. It's like buying a chair that's broken and saying, it'll be perfect after I fix all four legs, repaint it, and add new cushions. Meanwhile, you're still sitting on the floor. Reason three, chemistry tricks us. Let's be honest, chemistry is fun. It feels like fireworks, butterflies, electric sparks, dramatic music, and a love montage. But here's the twist. Chemistry doesn't mean compatibility. You can have insane chemistry with someone and still be completely wrong for each other. You know that stomach-flipping feeling? That's not always attraction. Sometimes it's anxiety. And we confuse the two like we confuse hunger with boredom. How many times have you opened the fridge just because you're bored? Exactly. Reason four, we love the chase. Humans are strange creatures. When someone is too nice, we're like, where's the excitement? But when someone ignores us, disappears, or acts mysterious, suddenly we're Sherlock Holmes. Try to solve the case. We don't want what's on the table. We want what's running away. It's the emotional version of wanting fries from someone else's plate, even though you have your own. Reason five, loneliness makes bad decisions look romantic. Sometimes we aren't in love. We're just lonely. And loneliness will make you fall for anyone who pays attention. Like when you're really hungry, everything tastes good. Suddenly that dry, 2-day-old bread becomes a gourmet meal. Same with love. Someone smiles at you, and boom, you're planning your wedding. Reason six, we don't believe we deserve better. This is the hardest one to admit. Sometimes deep down, we think good love isn't for us. So we settle for crumbs. We accept the bare minimum and call it affection. The wrong people make us work hard for little bits of love. And it feels like winning a prize. But really, it's just emotional gambling. You get one nice moment, 20 horrible ones, and you stay because you're waiting for another jackpot. But here's something crazy. When you truly like yourself, when you know your worth, the wrong people stop looking attractive. Suddenly you're like, wait, why am I chasing someone who can't even text back? Reason seven, the wrong people teach us the right lessons. Think about every wrong person you fell for. You walked away knowing something new. What you want, what you won't allow, how to set boundaries, how to love better. In a weird way, wrong people help shape the right version of us. You grow through heartbreak. As painful as it is, it builds you. And let's not forget the funniest part. How obvious the red flags were. Your friends were like, don't do it. Your mom gave you the look. Your brain raised alarms. Even your dog stared at that person like, not this one. But you still went for it. Because nothing is stronger than the hope that maybe, just maybe, this time will be different. So why do we fall for the wrong people? Because we're learning. Because our hearts are trying to figure out what love means. Because sometimes we need the wrong story to understand the right ending. And here's the hopeful part. Eventually, after enough wrong people, you stop romanticizing chaos. You stop chasing mixed signals. You stop settling for almost. You start wanting peace, honesty, effort, and someone who actually shows up. And when that person comes, you look back at all the wrong ones and laugh. Because you'll finally understand. It was never about them. It was about you learning who you are. So, if you're wondering why you fell for someone who turned your heart into mashed potatoes, don't be embarrassed. It just means you're human. It means your heart still hopes. It means you're on your way to something better. And one day, you'll meet the right person and think, oh, now I get why the others had to be wrong. Thanks for listening. And remember, falling for the wrong people doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means your story isn't finished yet. Blue Heart Sparkles.